Hello everybody, we are in the corner of Starfield Road in Shepherd's Bush-ish, and I'm trying to see what's the name of the other one. I can't see it. Anyway, so I'm in this part of town because I have this little treasure here with me. Her name is, I'm not gonna say her name on camera because we don't want to compromise anything or disclose that kind of information. But anyway, so it's my best friend's doggy. And karma is a bitch. So today we're going to talk about karma. I never, ever, ever, between us girls, ever liked this breed of dogs. But she's so cute. So poodles are not my thing. And when she was getting a doggy, she asked me for an advice, like what should I get, what kind of dog should I go for? And I advised her to, of course, go for a dapple dachshund or a miniature wire hair dachshund, but she never listens. She just never listens. So she went and got herself a poodle. Yes, you. And then on top of that, she named her Lady. And I mean this with love. So I'm here babysitting the dog sitting. I'm saying baby because she's like a little baby. The lovely Lady, the poodle. And yeah, karma is a bitch, as I was saying, because never have I ever, or did I ever picture myself walking a poodle named Lady. But here I am. So that's the poodle situation I'm facing until next week. Look at that gorgeous little doggy. Say hi and bye. And she's lovely. I have to say that, all jokes aside, this little bitch, I can say the bitch because she's a bitch. She is gorgeous. She's very, 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 very tender, very smart, and it's a special kind of, or I don't know if it's the breed, because as I said, I never liked them or interacted with any of them before. But all jokes aside, again, to my point, she is so smart and she reads your vibe. So she is usually like a very yelpy, kind of jumpy doggy. Maybe because she gets that energy around her. But when she's with me, she's never barking. She is very, she keeps to herself. She reads the room perfectly. So it's amazing. And when we go out, like she tried before to start barking and be one of those yelpy, I see another dog and I'll go crazy kind of energy. And I explained to her, like, no, you don't do that. Maybe you can see her best from here. There's the reflection. There we are. That's her. Can you see her? But I explained to her, because I had a dog for so many years, Thomas and Pussy. Remember, I was wearing her necklace the other day. And I know that they understand. So I explained to her, like, no, you don't do this. It's okay. There are also dogs, and they're also allowed to be around us. And guess what? She behaves in a civilized manner when she's with me. So I hope Alicia's not really watching this video. And that's us. Come on here. Lady, to the other side. The two ladies. And that's my sample of the day. I was always thinking that I was gonna do this, like as a what am I wearing, this, that, but I don't really think my channel is taking that direction. I think this is heading towards more a walks and dot dot dot. It could be anything, dot dot dot. So whatever, we just go for a little walk around, whatever I am that day. We will run into whatever it is, whether it's art, architecture, fashion, nothing. And that's a more realistic, no pressure way of seeing this project for me. Pet shop. Because I know myself, the second that I start pressuring myself, and also to that point is I was thinking, I think I said this on the video that I named the pilot, but I have been thinking, I was thinking of creating a blog since 2020, actually, when the pandemic happened. So obviously that was the break-in, before and after point for humanity. That's a very interesting window. Let's check it out together. Interesting. I like the way that it's styled, apart from the necklace, but it's obviously that's subjective. So going back to my point, I just didn't want to deal with all the editing and scripting and having to pose and hair and makeup and lighting and maybe getting a cameraman or having to pay someone. I mean, the whole thing was just like a good idea, but a little bit too overwhelming at the time for me. So this is a cute little muse. I'm just gonna walk into it for the sake of it, because why not? So again, I started watching these few videos of people who basically do what I'm doing. They just go around any town. And I'm referring mostly to a guy from New York City who's a broker, a real estate agent. And but he's very clever because he goes for a little walk around Manhattan and he shows you, like, for instance, let's say he's selling this house. And then he's like, oh, by the way, if you like the look of this house, get in touch with me because I'm selling it, or, I'm the guy for that. So, and then he continues just walking around and showing us the city and what's going on, whether it's afternoon, evening, well, etc. And I thought, oh my God, there's a little kitty there. Oh, that's so cute. She's like, what is this biatch doing in my corner? So we're coming to a dead end, but it's very quaint, very, very beautiful. So we are going back. Take a look at this beautiful shot, those houses. Come on, lady. Come on. I think lady is what? No, that's gross. Yeah, she was like going after her doo-doo, which we don't do. The pussycat. You see how friendly you could be? Apparently, when she's not with me, she is not having this kind of situation. So I'm happy this all getting documented. So for Alicia to maybe watch the video and see her daughter acting in a civilized manner. So damn, I again lost my point. So So I thought this is where the whole idea came. Like when I started watching this guy's channel, and he would just go for little walks around Manhattan every day, etc., etc. And I thought it was a wonderful idea because what comes with it is very natural, is non-scripted. Just go for a little walk like I'm doing, and sometimes he speaks, sometimes he doesn't. And he's promoting his business. I'm not promoting anything, but I thought it was a great idea to maybe, I'm not gonna say copy, but incorporate to my previous idea, which was like something to do with style or fashion. So I thought, like, how about if I do like a little walk around, but focusing on what people like street style, what they're wearing, and all this. And as we are progressing, it's all more looking into like we're gonna be focusing on what's actually happening in terms of architecture and shops, and so many little places like this that if you're not paying attention, and you could have been living here for years and years, you would never actually see that there is a shop that sells this kind of stuff, or at least that happened to me wherever I've lived in London. So yeah, so that is kind of the idea, where it came from, how this is all like the essence of the idea is that one. Now, I don't know where we're going to progress, but I like the concept so far, and I like the fact that it's an unscripted, unedited, uncut. It's just a short walk video, and whatever we see, we see, and whatever we talk, we talk. That's how I'm liking it. So I know what everybody, most people have been telling me, from a good place, of course, which is you need to do this, you need to back it up with a TikTok, you need to start making shorter videos and do the bish bash bush, which is like the way that everybody is editing their videos these days, right? And stop people in the streets and ask them questions like, what are you wearing? Which is amazing. I watch those videos, but it's like everyone else is doing that. So when you are doing what everyone else is doing, you are a little bit too effing late. And also when you're 47 and I'm bothered, like I am, I honestly, I'm not doing this, luckily for me, for money, because I'm not thinking that I need to monetize this. I'm doing this more as a therapy escape, a reason for me to get up every day, come rain, come shine, and get out of my house and do something, so that I have a contract with myself that I know that I have to do A, B, C, or D. And it's getting me out of my house, and it's making me do the unthinkable. Well, what I used to think the unthinkable, which was walking around and all that. Hello. But yeah, it's happening. I mean, I'm loving it, just for the sake of having a reason to get out of my house and speak to, I think we're up to 19 followers. So speak to my 19 followers. That's great. That's great, and it's I'm adapting to the new wave, the new age, the new life, with no hidden agenda or trying to compete hard with youngsters and people that they deserve their chance. And I love the bish bash bush kind of edited style. That's what sells, and the lip syncing on what's it called, TikTok, which, by the way, I don't have a TikTok. But I actually think that it's a huge burden. And when I look at these people's videos, the burden and the you need to be the level of commitment that you need to have to be producing this bish bash bush, lip syncing with the face and the expressions and all that to compete with the next best thing, the fresher lettuce that is behind you. And every day that happens and that goes by, you are definitely older and not so fresh. And there's a new one who is fresher than you, cuter than you, happier than you, and smarter than you, and knows how to edit better than you. So to me, that's unsustainable from a sanity perspective. I mean, mental health. Because the amount of pressure that you would have to put it on your shoulders to carry on, especially when those kids are 17, 20, 25. What, and I know that people think, because I used to be one of them, but what do you know when you are 17, 20, or 25? You don't know shite. Absolutely not. So yeah, so that is the interesting bit. I'm so happy, and I know these people are making bringing home six figures, seven, eight, 10 figures money on monthly basis, which is to me insane. So great. It's like 100 years ago. That was the boom of the Industrial Revolution and the transportation and all this that created millionaires at the time in no time, right? People, again, who didn't have education, who didn't have background, who were not coming from all money. But that's how the cycle of life goes by. It's like exactly like that. So we're going through the same thing, history repeated 100 years ago, but this time is with technology, right? So I'm happy they're doing this, and they're becoming the new billionaires. Great. Am I gonna compete with them? No. Would I like to be a billionaire? Yes. Even if I lose it all, I would maybe just to know what it feels like, but not to try to keep it, which I think is what would drive anybody insane or turn that person into a bad element. I don't really know where I am, guys. I have to be honest. I got carried away, worked up, but it says Chiswick is on my right, which is a beautiful side of London, and Shepherd's Bush is on my left, and Hammersmith. So I'm gonna circle around this way because Chiswick is a huge borough or neighborhood. So I don't think I would like to get lost there. So to finish my point, yes, I have no expectations. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm just trying to do some kind of therapy for myself and learn new tricks. And you know the old saying, they say that you cannot teach new tricks to an old bitch. Well, that's not true. She's learning one. She's learning more than one, she's learning. And also, yeah, I'm learning because even without the editing, without anything that I'm doing, I'm trying to keep it as simple as, and I still having to learn silly things. And it's been challenging in up to a certain degree. So it's great. I'm still learning something. Who knows? I have a review with myself in a year, and maybe in 1 year after I've taken off mentally and physically, and maybe I feel more secure about myself, or something had happened in terms of me finding my super inner voice or purpose, I will be doing the Beach Bash Bush videos, and then I'll be making fun of this video that we're recording here today. But for today, I'm going with the flow. I'm taking it easy, taking it suave, cogiéndolo suave. Like that was a Miami Sound Machine song from the 80s. And as some of you know, I loved Miami Sound Machine and Gloria Stefan. So yeah, remind me of that song. And that's how I'm taking it. I'm taking it easy, taking it very, very easy. And I'm grateful the universe that I am in the place where I can do this as a hobby, and I can just focus on my mental health, which is on my personal growth. So thank you, universe, and thank you to my 19 followers. We are 21 minutes. I don't really know where I am again, so I'm gonna try to circle around and head back to where we belong with Lady, and we'll see how it goes. So on that note, I'm gonna make this one 25 minutes, right? So we are almost 22 minutes, 3 more minutes, then I'll cut this video, and then I will see you in the next one with another egocentric conversation on how I'm so fucking special. Oh, and I keep swearing, oh my God, I know. So I apologize, especially for last weekend's video, which we filmed with one of my besties, Andre, in Soho. And we were a little bit tipsy, but I never realized how much of a big mouth, filthy mouth I get when I'm tipsy. So my apologies, because that was kind of reflected in the video and got a little bit too much. So that's one of the many reasons why I honestly don't really like alcohol, because I never seen how, and that's a good drunk. That was a good drunk. Luckily for me, I've never been a bad drunk. It's a beautiful house. But still, I apologize for my big, filthy, cake hole mouth. Yeah, this is a beautiful side of town. It's West London. As I said, I've been circling around Shepherd's Bush and apparently the borders of Hammersmith. So that's where I am at the moment. So I'm gonna be exploring this side of town for a few days while I'm with Lady. And then next week, I want us to go east. I think it's time for us to visit East, Hackney, Shoreditch, Canary Wharf, Liverpool Street, all that area there, which is very, very trendy, very fashionable, very London. But you gotta start somewhere. So I started around, where I live, which was kind of like the obvious and most right decision, I guess, for now. And then next week, I want to do a lot of East. So stay with me. We have another 30 seconds. So in this 30 seconds, I want to thank you guys for, if you've been watching and listening and trying to make sense of whatever I'm doing and saying. Thank you for that. And on that note, I'm ready to say goodbye. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow, and donate. I'm not gonna say the wank joke anymore because maybe it's not gonna be taken the right way. But thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.